The all-new Laurel Park is beyond your expectations. Feel the anticipation.
Is this long shot?
Witness the speed. Experience the thrill.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the replay show as we wind up the weekend of racing action here at Laurel Park. The track rated fast under cloudy skies. Temperatures cooling off from Saturday's 70-degree mark, high of about 50 degrees on Sunday afternoon. Cloudy skies and a 20% slight chance of maybe a passing shower or two is not going to affect the track condition for Sunday's 8-race program, with that pick 6 beginning in the third race with the 8-race program on Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday post time at 1:10. Quick reminder to mark down April 8th on your calendar for a big event here at Laurel Park. The 7th time the Decanter Wine and Racing Festival will be held near Laurel Park. Get your tickets at laurelpark.com for more details. Regional wines, some great food and music, and live racing as well on April the 8th for the Decanter Wine and Racing Festival. Right to the action on Sunday afternoon. Here's the first of 8.
Off of the Laurel Park opener. Good start for the favorite Deal Driven, but Hail the General is keyed up and going for the lead, and Chief Tari up on the outside. Bruzy Star breaks running in fourth, an honorable service, and what are you doing now to the inside? 6 lengths will cover the field to the main portion of the track, where Deal Driven on the outside, and Hail the General down to the inside share the advantage, a length and a half from Bruzy Star is in between horses, and it's what are you doing now has made some progress to the inside, just within 2 of the lead. Chief Tari and Honorable Service is the last runner. Heading now with 5.5 furlongs left to go, and Hail the General takes the lead 3/4 of length. Deal Driven back second and trying to save something. And the inside, what are you doing now? And Bruzy Star is in between horses. A close fourth. Chief Tari is racing 3 wide of the far turn run, kicks out in the clear and tries to run on. And Honorable Service now is last into the far turn run. And it is Hail the General as Deal Driven comes back for a little more. And what are you doing now? Hustled forward at the rail from third. Bruzy Star. Chief Tari continues on the outside. Honorable Service. They're at the top of the stretch with more than 1/4 of a mile to go, and they make the swing for home. Deal Driven on the outside from Hail the General, under pressure to stay, and Chief Tari is racing in third. Honorable Service looks to gain on the far outside down to the last 3/16 of a mile, and it's Deal Driven and Forest Boys. They're clear by 3 lengths. Deal Driven, wide open scramble for second. The outside Honorable Service has just picked up second now from Chief Tari, and Hail the General, followed by a Bruzy Star. Deal Driven driving home. Deal Driven to win. Deal Driven, Honorable Service, Chief Tari. And they're off. Giddy up. Giddy up from the rail, hustled out to the front. Giddy up now in front from Rowdy Alley by a full length, and My Magician on the outside. Enterprising Lady, and Outrose driven in between horses. 4 lengths from first to last, maybe less than that. Giddy Up shows the way 3/4 of a length in the chasing. Rowdy Alley in second, the inside Enterprising Lady. My Magician is fourth. and Aunt Rose last. Into the far turn run. Giddy Up, setting a solid pace, leads it from Rowdy Alley, who's keeping that heat on at the outside in second. My Magician begins to try to get interested on the outside of Enterprising Lady. They come to the quarter pole. Last is Aunt Rose. Top of the stretch now, and it's Giddy Up still there. Giddy Up, hard hustled home by Trevor McCarthy, straightens in with that lead by 3/4 of a length from Rowdy Alley. Then it's My Magician third. Enterprising Lady Aunt Rose, furlong left to go, and it's Rowdy Alley. Rowdy Alley roused to go by. Giddy Up, Rowdy Alley from Giddy Up, Rowdy Alley. And Fergal Lynch to win by a couple of lengths from Giddy Up. My Magician, Enterprising Lady Aunt Rose. And they're off. Sharp start for the favorite Fairy Cat, but Joe Franklin speeds away early. Rockin' Man Richie from in between, and Top Prospect. Then Tito Time on the outside, racing in fifth, already mid-pack. Cutty Shark and Mail Order Groom next, and Buckingham Lane out wide in last position, 9-10 off a speed of Joe Franklin. Joe Franklin rounds that far turn with a 2-length advantage. Joe Franklin, Rockin' Man Richie, Fairy Cat to the inside. Tito Time races fourth, then it's Top Prospect in fifth. Another 2 to Mail Order Groom, who's got 6.5 to make up at this point. Then Cutty Shark and Buckingham Lane trails. Joe Franklin, 2.5 furlongs out, leading the way from Fairy Cat. Joe Franklin about 1.5 lengths from Fairy Cat as they swing in. And Top Prospect saving ground in third position as they swing for home. Rockin' Man Richie, then Mail Order Groom, Tito Time. Cutty Shark, Buckingham Lane. There's a furlong left to go. And Joe Franklin's been speeding all the way. And they're not going to catch Joe Franklin. Joe Franklin and Heavy on Toledo extended to win by 4 at the finish. Fairy Cat and Top Prospect. Top Prospect just grabbing second, I believe, from Fairy Cat. And then Mail Order Groom and Cutty Shark. Joe Franklin all the way. And they're off. Picky Bits and What If I Was Willing came up rosy. Northern Prancer outside will settle back off a speed of Picky Bits. Picky Bits with What If I Was Willing to try to keep her company early. And it's came up rosy 2 lengths off the pair in third. Northern Prancer back fourth. And the inside is Sally Pollock High in a cozy spot there in fifth. Just 3.5 from the front, and Avalancha is the trailer. The favorite Picky Bits and Roberto Rosado showing the way with What If I Was Willing, keeping up that pressure from the outside. It came up rosy, tracking the leaders in third position. The Northern Prancer, Sally Pollock High still saving that ground. And last of them all is Avalancha with less than 3 furlongs to go. Picky Bits drops back, and What If I Was Willing has grabbed the lead. What If I Was Willing from came up rosy toward the quarter with a half-length advantage. Northern Prancer on the outside attempts that stretch rally from third. Picky Bits has faded off the seam from fourth. Sally Pollock High and Avalancha, and they're into the stretch now with What If I Was Willing. What If I Was Willing, willing indeed to open 3. Came up rosy second. Then it's Northern Prancer and Avalancha, 16th left to go. What If I Was Willing to score. Daylight win for What If I Was Willing. Jomar Torres and What If I Was Willing from came up rosy. Northern Prancer, then Avalancha, Picky Bits, and Sally Pollock High. Don't poke the cats in. And they're off. Celtic Ruler, One Proud Wildcat out early for the lead, and Radar Gun up on the inside, and Tennessee Wildcat in the lead group, Extreme outside. And Don't Poke the Cat in 7 knots, and last is Beltway Bob. The speed now of Radar Gun from the inside, One Proud Wildcat and Celtic Ruler, and Tennessee Wildcat is 4th far outside. Another 3 back and 7 knots racing along in 5th with 5/8 remaining. Don't Poke the Cat and Beltway Bob is 7th. Heading on for the far turn run, Radar Gun setting that pace. The favorite One Proud Wildcat second. Celtic Ruler, then Tennessee Wildcat on the outside. Don't Poke the Cat now poking through on the inside, and they're followed by 7 knots to second last, and Beltway Bob still at the tail of the field round the far turn. Radar Gun still the one to catch with One Proud Wildcat and Celtic Ruler on the outside making 3 in a line. Tennessee Wildcat and Don't Poke the Cat just in behind the lead group as they reach the quarter pole, the top of the stretch. 7 knots and Beltway Bob at the back. They make the turn for home, and it's Celtic Ruler on the inside, Radar Gun, and One Proud Wildcat in between horses, still battling bravely. Then Don't Poke the Cat. They're down to the final furlong, and it's Celtic Ruler, One Proud Wildcat extremely willing between horses, and Don't Poke the Cat on the far outside. Don't Poke the Cat coming on the outside. One Proud Wildcat just in front. One Proud Wildcat from Celtic Ruler, and Don't Poke the Cat. Then Radar Gun and 7 knots. Set going 7-ace. And they're off. Sippy Cup and My Adeline breaking sharply, then Buckleberry up inside with early speed. Here's Goldie's Tail just in behind the lead group racing fourth. Then back to Flint Hill, and Chapel Gap is the last runner, some 10 off that pace. A pace of Buckleberry with My Adeline just ahead off of Buckleberry, and Goldie's Tail is eager between horses, now pushing through to Prompt as well. Sippy Cup tracks the leaders from fourth, and so they're four to Flint Hill, and last is Chapel Gap. Heading over the far turn, 3 across. Buckleberry, Goldie's Tail, and the outside there's My Adeline. Sippy Cup continues to track that trio as they race to the far turn, and Flint Hill, and last is Chapel Gap, who's really going to pick it up now. 3 furlongs from the line, and My Adeline going to go on with it with Goldie's Tail, and Sippy Cup on the outside of Buckleberry retreating back for a spot, and Flint Hill still 7 or 8 to make up with 2.5 furlongs left, and Chapel Gap is last of them all. They race to the top of the stretch, and it's My Adeline turning for home. My Adeline from Goldie's Tail, a little more than a length, and Sippy Cup in third. My Adeline set down for the final furlong and a half, breaking away by 3 from Goldie's Tail, then Sippy Cup and Flint Hill just picking up a share, furlong left, and it's My Adeline and Victor Carrasco. My Adeline, Goldie's Tail second, extreme outside is Flint Hill, closing late. It's going to be My Adeline holding well, holding to win about 3.5 from Flint Hill, Goldie's Tail, then Sippy Cup and Chapel Gap and Buckleberry. And they're off. Lady Keswick and a good beginning for Lights of Medina, the favorite. Head for the shore, and My Chessa Charm from the inside is up close. Another 2 lengths back, and Biloxi Princess quick-witted. The 2 firsters for the Hammy Smith barn, letting that speed go on up front of Lady Keswick. Lady Keswick just ambling along now. 2-length lead on My Chessa Charm is keyed up an eager second. Lights of Medina alongside of her out of the clear. Head toward the shore is back in the 4th spot as Lady Keswick's now over to the rail to lead by 2, 5.5 furlongs out. From Lights of Medina, My Chessa Charm, and head for the shore. Just settles in at the rail in 4th position. They're 6 lengths back, and Quick-Witted and Biloxi Princess, they've got to pick it up from the back, heading into the far turn. Moderate pace going up front as Lady Keswick shows the way from My Chessa Charm, and Lights of Medina third of the outside, the green cap. Head for the shore. Now asks for a little more run, has a clear passage through on the inside, getting through third, almost second now, but in the meantime, here's Lights of Medina making at first bid the favorite. Lady Keswick shuffle back, head for the short, a little bit tight as they reach the top of the stretch, and My Chessa Charm is in 4th, and it's Biloxi Princess and Quick-Witted, and the match race the back at the 3/16. They go to the second wire finish, and Trevor McCarthy asking more for the big favorite, Lights of Medina. Lights of Medina ridden out and rolling home now for that last furlong over Lady Keswick, and head for the shore the outside, runs free to the 2nd spot, 16th left. It's going to be Lights of Medina. 1 to 5 Lights of Medina from head for the shore. Lady Keswick, and then Biloxi Princess, My Chessa Charm, Quick-Witted. And they're off. A stroll in the park, and she's stunning, bouncing away with speed, dancing with Eve. At the outside is Heaven's Door moving forward, and Phantom Shot in between. Oh, was losing the rider there. It was the 7, Haley's Flip, heavy on Toledo, who's down on the ground. Heavy on Toledo is still down on the ground as Haley's Flip unseated Toledo. And that was about the just after the 5-ace pole. Toledo's still on the ground. So it's the favorite, A Stroll in the Park, who leads the way from Heaven's Door, 3/8 of a mile out. That loose horse on the outside there. Phantom Shot is now pushing through, between horses. Also is She's Stunning, who's driving through at the fence, and they're followed by Dancing with Eve. Back to Joyful Nose and Candy Coated Dame and Thirst for Truth. They're into the stretch where A Stroll in the Park has built a nice cushion out there, 3 or 4 lengths on She's Stunning. Then Phantom Shot has moved along in the third. Wide open for 4. Center track is Thirst for Truth, who's now moved on to third. It's going to be A Stroll in the Park at Laurel Park at even money. From She's Stunning, and then Thirst for Truth, and Candy Coated Dame, Phantom Shot. Time 104.22.
That's the 8th of 8 on Sunday afternoon. Racing returns Friday here at Laurel Park, 1:10 post time, as well as Saturday and Sunday. Always join us for that Sunday brunch in the Garden Terrace from noon to 4, first floor of the clubhouse near Tips and Tycoons Restaurant. And get your tickets for the 142nd running of the Preakness at Pimlico. Go to Preakness.com. Headliner on the main stage will be Sam Hunt. More details on all the Preakness festivities at Preakness.com. We'll see you Friday at Laurel Park.